Ready? All right, so today is actual prep day. I'm going to give you my strategies. This is going to be a long video because you are cooking along with me or you're watching what I'm doing. And yeah, I'm prepping a lot and I'm just going to take you with me so you can see what it's like. The great thing about meal prepping is that you don't have to do it like anyone else. You don't have to do it like me. I'm just showing you what I do in the hopes of showing you how easy it is, and an hour to 2 hours can save you so much time during the week. So my situation is I have a husband who is gluten intolerant and a son, a toddler who is gluten intolerant, and they don't eat out. My son does not eat school lunch, and my husband does not eat on the road. He drives for a living, so he doesn't do drive-through. Well, he's not supposed to do drive-through. Every once in a while, yes, he will. So I make food for my entire family. I am on a stricter plan than they are. I do not really eat the prepackaged or processed food as much as I can, but they can. So I'm not really strict with that. So I'm going to give you some other options when it comes to if you don't feel like making mashed potatoes, what you can do. So this can be customized to you. Feel free to fast forward if I am boring you. I bore myself sometimes, so I can only imagine other people. All right, here's the menu. So we are making today turkey chili, which is first. The rule is always start with the thing that takes the longest, okay? So we're going to get the turkey chili going, and then we are going to do salmon and grilled chicken in the oven, and we're doing mashed potatoes, and steaming broccoli and cauliflower. Let me see. I think that's all we're doing for making food. Yes. Then we're prepping and getting ready salads for lunches and our fruit, berry bags, and grapes. And what else are we doing? Then I am just, cutting up peppers, cucumbers, carrots, and other veggies so that they're ready for my son's lunch. So that's what we're doing. Okay, here we go. Stage one. First thing we're doing, I have to leave my list out, otherwise I will get sidetracked. So here's my plan. I will show you a picture of it, and then I look through and I see what I have to do. All right, first thing is first. When I get home from the grocery store, I do have half bananas for my Shakeology. I take the ripe bananas, I buy them ripe. I buy a batch of unripened ones, greenish ones, and ones of ripe ones. And I immediately, when I get home, I peel them, do this in half, put them in a baggie, and put them in the freezer. Bananas done for our shakes in the morning. It's just, they're nicer that way. They're more frozen and like frosty-ish as opposed to liquidy. Next thing I do when I get home from the grocery store, I typically buy chicken in the 2.5-pound bags of, Publix has them. They're frozen chicken like cutlets. So what I will do is I just put them, either they come in a bag or you can put them in a bag, and you put, this is Publix light Caesar dressing. You can use Italian in it too, and you're just put it back in the fridge to thaw out if it's frozen. If it's fresh, this is just marinating it, okay? So that's what I do when I get home from the grocery store. And then if I'm not going to prep for the next day, then I just wait for everything else. All right. First things first. So we're going to take our turkey breast ground up and get it in the pan. I now use coconut oil for my oil. It just has more benefits. Or you can use olive oil. So I'm just turning this on, and I am going to put my ground turkey in, get it going, and then I'm going to start chopping up my onions and peppers. So we'll get that started. So the first thing for the turkey chili is you just brown the turkey meat. All right. have a screensaver going off. The next thing is I am chopping up the onions and the peppers. Here is a good rule of thumb. Don't chop peppers for chili and then stop. Chop all the peppers up and think, what do I need it for? So I am putting peppers in my salad, and I am making peppers for my son's veggies that he has. So I am cutting up all the peppers right now so that it's less time consuming. The peppers are going to be done. And the way I cut peppers, just in case you want one of the little time savers, is you take the pepper, you go down the sides. 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn it. Cut the bottom off. Da-da-da! Fast, right? The other thing, Rachel Ray is really a fan of this, is doing a garbage bowl or having your trash can right next to you. When you're food prepping or you're prepping in mass, it saves you a ton of time going back and forth to the refrigerator. So I am really just putting all of my peppers in here except for the ones that I want to put in the chili. And I'm even going to do the red pepper, even though I'm not putting the red pepper in the chili, because I don't want to cut peppers after this. I will be done cutting my peppers and my onions. So, there you go. Hello. You're Wyatt on the head? Mm-hmm. I'm mommy. All right, so now all I'm doing is doing a very rough chop for this. It's about a half a pepper, maybe a full pepper. Just when you're trying to eat. Okay, Wyatt, I am doing something, and people would like to listen to me, and I need you to watch your show. So, here we go. So these are going to go, when the turkey is brown, these are going to go into the pan to soften up a little bit before they go into their turkey chili. And this is just a good way to add more veggies to your turkey chili. So the goal when you're getting on a healthier lifestyle is to add more fruits and vegetables to your diet, as you saw when I prepped. All right, so there's that. I can hear this is starting over here to get going. I must have a slow burner back here. It doesn't want to go. All right, next is our onion. And now again, I'm thinking, what else do I need my onion for? And I'm really not seeing anything that I need my onion for, so I'm just going to do half of the onion and put the other one in a bag. Fast way to do an onion is you go down like this, and then like this, and then you can, when you go down, that's already chopped. Yeah, it's amazing how much stuff you can, little tricks of the trade. All right. Okay. So, we have our onion, we have our pepper. They're going to go in with the meat after it browns up a bit. All right. Just soften these up. If they go in with your ground turkey meat, and all you have to do is soften the veggies and brown the turkey meat, and then good to go. I might do some grilled onions and then mash them up with the mashed potatoes, because that sounds like it might be good. So I might just wrap that other part of that onion in foil, and then while I'm cooking my salmon and my chicken, it will be cooking that onion. And then when I mash my potatoes, I can mash it in. Okay. All right, so that is working over there. So we're not going to just sit around and do nothing. Right? Okay. So we can do a couple things. Let's get something else that takes a long time. So I'm going to start my water. My son's going to be irritating this whole time. Just let you know. Alright, so now I'm just going to do my mashed potatoes. Are you ready? Say hi.
Hi.
My name is Wyatt.
My name is Wyatt.
Anything else you want to say?
This is how you make this special recipe. Onions, cans, and peppers and potatoes.
All right.
That's how you make the recipe. And chicken. Bye-bye.
If you want to come over here, go get your stool.
I was going to do
All right. This is going to end up being with the Cooking with Wyatt show. Watch. All right. That is still going. My water has started. So, typically, I will buy mashed potatoes for my husband. If sometimes he wants the sweet potato mash, which they have simply potatoes. They have all different in the already made section. These potatoes were on sale for like $2.50. So, and I have time because it's a 3-day weekend. So we are having mashed potatoes this week. So, the other thing I do for a time saver is these are red potatoes, because the red potatoes you can keep the skins on if your family is okay with skin on, like smashed potatoes. My family is okay with that, so time saver. We are doing this whole batch of potatoes, boiling them. It's a 5-pound bag. I might do like 4 pounds of them. Boil them, mash them up. Wyatt gets to eat it for his dinner. My husband gets to have it in his lunches. And I will have it for like 2 nights too. So, we're having it because it was on sale and I had time. When I don't have time, because I'm doing grad school, I have grad school work to do, I get the simply potatoes and that's it. So I will get my husband canned green beans, reduced sodium canned green beans, and I will get him the simply mashed potatoes or the simply sweet potato mash, and I will make him his either salmon or pork or chicken, and I put it in his containers, and that's it. And his lunches, if I'm doing those things that you can just prep, is probably like 15 minutes maybe, depending on how long the salmon takes to cook. It's easy. Again, he's not as strict on a plan as I am. I eat cleaner than he does, but you know, that works for me. All right, so the water is on. I'm putting the potatoes in here because those take a while to cook. Might put a little salt in the water. Throw that on high. Good to go. All right. So, turkey is almost brown. Almost there. But notice you're just monopolizing all of your time. Yeah, why? Okay, now let's see what I can do next. So that's still cooking. The potatoes are on. Now I can start my chicken and my salmon. So I put aluminum foil on a cookie sheet. And I'm cooking our other proteins right now. We only got 2 salmon because they're expensive, but they're really good for you. Yeah, why?
Here.
No.
And
No.
here's some sticks in the
Okay.
recipe.
No, don't put sticks on my recipe.
Or they'll fall into gluten.
So I'm putting the salmon over here. And make sure the corners are up so you don't have to wash your pan as much when you're done. And then I think that's done.
I need to sweep the snow.
Okay, go ahead and sweep the snow.
With my snow.
And then I'm doing chicken
Ooh, before I sweep the snow,
on the other
I
side.
need to melt it.
Here, one. Let's see how many I need. 2, 3. No, Wyatt. No.
What is it?
That's spray. You're not spraying.
I melted the snow.
No. I think I only need
Now I
4.
cleared up the snow.
I'm only going to do 4. And then I'm going to leave the 2 in here so that I'll make it later in the week. These go in the oven for 375 for about, scooch watch right behind you, for about 15,
What is that?
20 minutes. That is salmon and chicken. Okay. So, protein is in, potatoes are started. Now we're doing our turkey chili. All right.
Mom, these things
Yeah?
are perfect snow.
All right, turkey chili. This is on low for 6 hours to 8 hours. You can even do it overnight if you want to. Completely up to you. All right, so this is our turkey with our onion and pepper mixture. You could make beef stew. You could do a chicken tortilla soup. You can do a white bean chili. You can do, all of these things are healthy recipes that you can do in the crock pot. The crock pot saves you a bunch of time. If you only want to prep one crock pot meal and eat it for lunch for 5 days, that's food prepping. That'll just make your life easier during the week. You don't have to do anything in the morning. You just have to take your lunch out of the refrigerator, put it in your bag, go to work.
I got ya.
You're making mommy upset.
Got ya.
Okay. All right, next thing that's going in is a big can of Hunt's tomatoes. And remember, the whole reason we did this is because these are on sale this week. So these were buy one, get one free. Wyatt, I need you to stop breaking apart whatever you're breaking apart. Okay, and I got really crushed because my husband doesn't really like big tomatoes. So I got the petite diced, and I got no salt added. And then we're doing rotel.
I'm gonna use my magnet.
Rotel. And I got the one with diced green chilies. Yeah. They have ones with lime in it too, so that are really good. That goes in. Salt added. And then we have, these were on sale and I had a coupon. So I'm doing 1 black bean, and they already have some seasoning in them, so that's what really makes them good. And this is my son messing with the child lock, of course, to get into the locked cabinet with his magnet.
How do you lock it?
Figure it out.
You.
And then the other one is the white chili beans. If you want to cook with me, just get your stool and come cook with me. If you want attention, come on. Go get your stool. And the white ones. So this ends up, if you are following the meal plan we follow, it ends up being 5 servings with 1 protein, which is a red, 1 veggie, which is a green, and 1 yellow, which is a carb, because the chili beans, the beans themselves are the carbs on our plan. So this is really a good recipe because it has, usually what I eat for dinner is a protein, a carb, and a veggie all in it. And I don't add any water.
Stop.
Okay. There isn't any water in it because when it gets all cooked up, it's the perfect, really thick chili consistency. All right. Why? That one doesn't have a lock on it. So,
Why?
because it doesn't. So, that's what goes in it. Turkey, peppers, onions, tomatoes, rotel, 2 things of beans. Put whatever kind of beans in you want. And then we're doing our spices. Are you ready to add the spices, Why?
Yeah.
Are you going to help me or are you going to keep fooling around?
Get my show ready.
Okay. Want me to wait for you? All right, a little bit of cayenne pepper. Just a little bit. Paprika, this is about a teaspoon. I'm a shaker, not a measurer. The only thing I go easy on is the cayenne pepper. Chili powder, again about a teaspoon. And that's almost gone, so I'm just gonna do it till it's gone. Cumin. You can go a lot with the cumin. This is what makes it smoky flavor. When you are cooking healthy, well, healthier, the key to replacing flavor of what would normally be fat, or if you were going to use beef, or maybe even bacon sometimes, is to add in with spices. So we have salt, sea salt, and pepper. Remember, there's no salt added in the other stuff, so I'm adding the sea salt. The reason you do sea salt is because it has more minerals in it for your body. You can do Himalayan salt if you have it. I don't have Himalayan salt. And then pepper, my freshly ground pepper. What am I missing? I think I'm missing garlic powder. Garlic powder and oregano. All right, garlic powder and oregano. So there's a lot of spices in here, but that's what makes it really good. And spices have no calories in them. So you're adding flavor without adding unhealthy fats. We're okay with healthy fats. We're not okay with unhealthy fats. So that is done. I'm going to put the lid on. I'm going to forget about it. 6 hours. I've even putting it on. It's late right now. It's like 6:30. So I've even done it overnight, and it turns out really good. Turn down my potatoes. All right, lid. Put it to the side. So let's review my list. I have turkey chili. Done. Salmon in the oven. Grilled chicken in the oven. Mashed potatoes going right now. I'm just going to check my potatoes so that they don't boil over. Clean up and get ready. Oh, I didn't do my onion. I'm going to put my onion in a little bit of foil and put it in there so I can maybe put it in with the mashed potatoes. So these are going to go until they're very mushy. We can mash them. Not ready yet. Okay. So that's done, that's done, that's done. What do we need to do? I feel like I'm done. Oh, salads. Okay, so let's do the salads next. This is what we eat for lunch. I get the organic spring greens. You want to get spring greens because they have more nutrients in them than iceberg or just romaine. If you eat iceberg lettuce and romaine lettuce, yes, you will be hungry because there's no nutrients in them. It's all water. If you eat spring greens with spinach in them, or baby spinach for your salads, or even baby kale if you add it. I'm not really a baby kale fan. It's very bitter for me. So this, I like it. They're kind of soft and they just are like lettuce for me. you will not be as hungry because your body will have the nutrients it needs. Your body, when you don't have enough nutrients in your body because you eat food with no nutrients in it, your body is always hungry because it's trying to get you to eat more food to get more nutrients in it. When you have nutrients in your body, because you eat fruits, vegetables, we drink Shakeology to add more nutrients to our body, you are not as hungry. So you live off of less food because you're good with the nutrients. Your body doesn't need calories. Your body needs nutrients. Yes. There's my rant. All right, so we're doing greens, we're doing carrots, we're doing peppers, and we're doing cucumbers. All right, so what I do is I chop up all my cucumbers, chop up all my carrots, chop up all my peppers, and then I put out all my containers and I fill them all up. So this is where I measure, and I have a bunch of my square containers. Now this week for me, because I'm making this video on MLK Day, this week for us, I'm off right now, so it's only 4 days, so I'm only making 8 salads right now. And all I do is I clear off a little spot up on my counter. My son's really quiet right now, and it's making me wonder what he's doing. So 4 for me, and 4 for my husband. Tip, make sure that your dishwasher has already been ran, that you have enough containers for food prepping, because there was a week when I don't know what I was thinking, but the dishwasher was not ran and I didn't have enough containers, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, so I couldn't prep my food. So yeah, don't have to worry about that now. I've learned my lesson. Nope, not done yet. All right, so salads. A lot of people are scared of prepping salads because they think that salads will go bad or get mushy in a week. And I will tell you that I've been doing this for at least 9 months, and I make my salads on Sundays, and I make 5 of them, and they're fine. I don't ever have a problem with it going bad. Now, I will tell you that if you use romaine or if you use iceberg, yes, the lettuce will get brown. But spring greens don't get brown, and they don't go bad as quickly. So that's another benefit of using spring greens. So a lot of people, they like using mason jars. I'm not a fan. I just don't have them. And I use Tupperware. I put the greens on the bottom. I put cucumbers, carrots on the top. My husband, I put an egg and cut up boar's head deli ham on his salads because he requires more protein than I do. And also my husband is more likely to eat his salad when he has meat on it, protein on it. So this is why I do that with his. And again, it lasts for 5 days. We're not eating mushy lettuce. So if you don't feel comfortable making it all in one sitting, that's fine. You're just gonna have to do a prep on Wednesday. And I am a person that deals with teenagers for a living, and then come home and deal with a toddler by myself because my husband works from 12 to 8:30. I do not like cooking during the week. This is one of the reasons that I am a complete believer in food prepping, because I am exhausted. I'm a middle school teacher. I'm exhausted at the end of the day, and I come home to a 4-year-old who is also exhausted and cranky. And he is ready to eat as soon as we get home, and so am I. and I don't like doing dishes, and I don't like having to wait until 6:30, 7 o'clock to eat dinner. So food prepping has completely made my life so much easier during the week because it's just me and my cranky son, and we are tired and we don't want to do anything when we get home. So I prep everything on Sundays. Makes my life so much less stressful. And in the mornings, everything is done. All I have to do is take my refrigerated bag or freezer bag with my little freezer stuff, and I just put it in my lunchbox. My husband doesn't have to do anything with Wyatt's stuff. All he does is takes, the veggies are already pre-done. He just puts them in the containers. So, and my husband just takes his lunch, takes it out of the refrigerator, puts it in his lunchbox. So mornings are easy, afternoons are easy. So you just gotta spend an hour or 2 hours on Sundays making all your food. The other thing is, typically, when I would really, really be tired and hungry on the way home from work, if I didn't have food ready, I'd go through the drive-thru. Now that I know that when I get home, I have all of my food ready, there's no need to go through the drive-thru. My fast food is at home already. So I'm on plan. I'm not eating junk. I'm not wasting money. My husband, myself, and I are eating real food that is good for us. Everybody wins. All right, so show you what I've done. Cucumbers, carrots, peppers. That's all I really have room for at the moment. I take my measuring. This is our plan. Our plan is 21-day fix or hammer and chisel, and we use the containers, and this is how much of a serving of a green I get. So I take my greens and I shove it as much as I can shove in here. And this is a green, and it doesn't look like much until you put it in your salad and you realize, oh my goodness, that's an entire salad. Right there is one green. Then I take it, and the reason I use these is not so I overeat veggies. It's because typically I don't eat enough. If I eyeball my veggies, I won't give myself enough. So you want to make sure if you're measuring, if you're on the plan, you don't have to be on the plan, but if you are, that you're measuring so you give yourself enough, so you're actually getting enough. So this is a salad. And all I do is repeat. So I know what it is by now, so I just now do a handful or 2 handfuls, and then I keep divvying. There we go. So making my salads. This is where it gets boring, and you can feel free to fast forward if you want to. Wyatt, what are you doing? Wyatt, what are you doing? Uh-oh. It's awfully quiet in there. And this tub is $6.99 at Publix. It's organic because if I'm going to buy anything organic, it's going to be something that I'm actually eating the leaf. So that's why I buy organic spring greens. You don't have to if you don't want to, but I think it's a pretty good price. It's $6.99, and I get 5 salads out of it for each of us. That's 10 salads for $6.99. That's, I can't even do the math right now. $7 divided by 10. 70 cents a salad for the lettuce. And I will tell you, when I went to spring greens versus iceberg lettuce, it was a game changer for me, because people are like, you can eat just a salad with tuna on it and not be hungry. Well, no, I'm not hungry because I just put all this, look, baby spinach and all this stuff, great stuff in my body that my body needed, so it doesn't need anything else, so it's not going to be hungry. All right, so I have all my salads. Let's check those potatoes. My God, I feel like we're almost done. Oh, checking my meat. Okay, not quite done yet. Almost ready. I only ended ended up doing half the bag of the potatoes. So if you look, this is what's left. Just because I felt like it wasn't going to fit. So. Oh, what did I put on the salmon? I don't think I did put anything on the salmon. So, okay. I did pick this up at Target. So you can put this on the salmon. It's a Hawaiian marinade. So that's good. Wyatt, what are you doing? Oh God. I know he's gonna be in there like reorganizing my bathroom. So I'm checking and it doesn't look quite done yet. I'm just gonna pour a little bit of this Hawaiian sauce on the salmon since I didn't do that before. I will typically get them pre-done, but they are more expensive that way. So I do like the, what is it called? Bourbon. The bourbon salmon. If you can find the bourbon salmon, it's really, really, really good. Okay. But so now even, look, I have these are ready for my son. So I will just cut these in half. And I have the carrots. So my son will have carrots and peppers to put in his lunch. What else? Oh, we need to do berries. I feel like I'm done. Like, oh my God, I can't believe we're actually almost finished here. I've only been doing this for 36 minutes. 36 minutes. All right, another time saver of mine. Some of you might be like, well, yeah, you're supposed to have eggs. So let me show you my little time savers. Okay. This is a time saver of mine. If you want to save money, this is not the way to go. If you want to save time, this is the way to go. These are called Eggland's Best. I think Boar's Head also does them. They're pre-done hard-boiled eggs. So I have 2 hard-boiled eggs. My day is Shakeology, which is a protein, with the half a banana and PB2. If you don't know what PB2 is, where's my PB2? Uh-oh. No, where is it? Is it out? Okay. Well, I guess we're out of PB2. Well, I didn't know that. All right. We're out of PB2. Then my snack is 2 hard-boiled eggs and then berries, which we're going to do. The salad with the grilled chicken and dressing. Then cashews. Cashews, my newfound favorite is these emerald cashews. They have them in sriracha. Yum. They do have salt on them, so be careful. So, but I don't get a lot of cashews. It's a serving is like 8 whole cashews. And then the turkey chili or the grilled chicken, mashed potatoes, and cauliflower and broccoli for dinner. So, time savers. Yummy, yummy. All right, this should be done. Quiet. I have to check on my son because God knows what he's doing. Okay, so we were going potty. All right, so the mashed potatoes. So all I'm going to do is take the lid and drain the mashed potatoes and try not to completely burn myself. cream, you can actually use chicken stock. Yay! Alright, make sure that's off. I will do salt, and I will do onion powder, and I'm probably going to put some of that onion in there. But then you can also do chicken broth. I just had it in my cabinet, and it gives it good flavor. So, you can put butter in if you want to. It's not, I don't use real butter. This is completely up to you. This is a personal choice. We use the Smart Balance butter, and it has canola, palm oil, soybean oil in it. If you want to use coconut oil, you can. Put a little bit of the Smart Balance butter in. You can put sour cream in it. My rule for clean eating, if you're trying to go clean eating, all the way is the least amount of ingredients, the better. So if you're going to get sour cream, find the sour cream that has the least amount of ingredients in it, and you're good. If you're going to buy yogurt, find one that has the least amount of ingredients in it. There you go. Okay, so I'm just mashing it up. Smashed potatoes. Yum, yum, yum. Yes, you can eat potatoes on a meal plan. Yes, I eat mashed potatoes. I eat a certain amount of mashed potatoes. But I will do quinoa bake a lot, but these potatoes were on sale, and I could make one thing and then all three of us eat it. So that's what I was going for. I was going for ease, filling my containers, because potatoes are a carb, and yes, with the skins on it, they have more nutrients than regular potatoes without the skins, so that's good. Putting some salt in there and some onion powder. Sea salt, onion powder. All right. All right, I'm starting to get hungry. All right, so the usual rule with the grocery store is you either have time or money. If you have time, then you can be really, really cheap. Like, I'm going to get 2 weeks worth of carbs from that $2 bag of potatoes because I have time and I'm using my, time to make the mashed potatoes. If you don't have time, if you have money, you buy the pre-done Simply mashed potatoes that's already done, and all you have to do is open the package and dish it out in the containers for your lunch or your dinner. Done. Same thing. I don't have time to do hard-boiled eggs. Well, actually, I hate doing hard-boiled eggs because I can never get the shell off, and my son won't eat it if it smells like that sulfur eggy smell. So I don't have time to do those eggs, and we eat a bunch of eggs in my house. Last week we did actually make them because they didn't have those. Somebody bought them all. A little more salt. My husband really likes salt, so I'm gonna put that in there for him. And since all of my food doesn't have salt in it, except what I put in it, you don't have to worry about adding salt to this. What you really have to worry about with salt and sodium content is with all your prepackaged foods. If you don't eat prepackaged foods, which I'm not saying you don't have to, you can do whatever you want to do. But if you eat a lot of prepackaged foods, they put salt in everything. So that's where you get your high sodium. All right, mashed potatoes. Stunned mashed potatoes. All right, now I am going to show you how I do my husband's lunches. And then I'll do the fruit, and then we're done. Crazy, right? For the whole week. Everyone's food. We'll have to wait on the chili, but other than that, we're done. Done. All right. My husband likes canned green beans. don't know why. He just does. So, canned green beans, 50% less sodium. It ends up being a can and a half or 2 cans. I just drain it. And I will show you my husband's containers are made of glass because he works on the road. Now, if you work on the road, please don't tell me that you can't bring your food because you absolutely can. So, I get him these glass containers and he has this thing. It's actually called a mini Mac. Ironic because his initials are Mac. A mini Mac. Oh, I'm only doing 2 salmon. And so what it is it's like a little zip-up container about this size. And on the bottom of it, it's like, has a hot plate. And the hot plate plugs into a cigarette lighter. So he just puts it in there and I guess puts it in there for like, I don't know, half an hour while he's driving. And then at one of his stops, he eats his lunch. Instead of going to the drive-thru, he has homemade food. All right. I'm not really measuring for his because he's not on his plan. So I give him, I think it's 2 carbs on there. And then I put green beans. Wyatt, can you please go get dressed? And then green beans, and then I put the salmon on the top. Again, you can do this too. Buy the green beans. Buy the mashed potatoes. You could even buy rotisserie chicken and put it there, and you're done. And you just saved a bunch of money, and you are not doing fast food. Real food, not fast food. Done. So you can make prep as easy. Wyatt, what do you need? Could you please go and get your pants and underwear? What? No. Please go get dressed. Alright. This is not done yet. Alright, so those are still in there. So, these are done. I'm going to do 3 chilies for him, 2 salmons for him. And then his lunches are done. So, I'll put these over here while we're waiting. The other mashed potatoes are going to go in a bowl, a big bowl, and going in the refrigerator because I measure out my food when I get home. I will do a big container of grilled chicken breasts, a big container of the carb, and then the big container of broccoli and cauliflower. And I will just use my containers to measure it out for dinner. That's how I do it. So all these mashed potatoes, which my son and I are going to eat for dinner, are going in this glass container. Oh, I didn't do our broccoli and cauliflower, but you're just steaming that. So, alright, so yes, food prep makes a lot of dishes, but here's the cool thing. It makes dishes once. Imagine if you were to make, grilled chicken every day. How many pans would you have to cook? Or how many pans would you have to clean? Imagine if you did your, made a pot of chili every day, which nobody would do. But so, yes, you're doing dishes, but you're doing it all in one day, and you're not doing it in the middle of the week when you're tired. You're doing it on Sunday, when you're like, whatever. All right. I'm trying to think about what I should do now. All right. Chili is cooking. Mashed potatoes are done. Salads are done. What am I putting on my salad? I am putting on my salad. My salad I am putting on the grilled chicken. So I'm going to wait and do the grilled chicken on my salad. what am I putting on my husband? I'm putting an egg, 1 egg, and then deli ham. So I guess I'll do that right now. 4 eggs and 4 things of ham, and then those go in the refrigerator. And then all I have to do is my berries, I guess. Oh, I feel like I'm forgetting something. Oh, no. All right. So I just put, again, an egg in his, and then I'm going to take my ham, and I am just going to cut it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll do this much. And this is like thick ham, and I'm just going to slice it so that when he goes to eat it, he doesn't have to cut it up, and evenly distribute this within 4 containers. So there you go. There's some ham. 1, 2, 4. And then my husband's stuff, his 4 salads are done. Now, let's talk about Tupperware. You do go through a lot of Tupperware, or I don't know what you want to call it, Gladware, when you food prep. But as long as when you come home, you put it right in the dishwasher, you're good. And, you know, you just put it in the dishwasher each night, and maybe every 3 days you just run the dishwasher, and you're good. Right. My husband's salads are done. 2 of his meals are waiting on the salmon. The other is in the crock pot right now. So he is good to go. I'm done with him. My salads are waiting on the grilled chicken. And that is it for me for my lunches. My quinoa bake is already made. So what am I waiting? Oh, the only other thing we're doing is our broccoli cauliflower and our snacks. All right. Do our snacks. So, berry bag, grapes. All right, I just realized we are going to have to buy more eggs because I went shopping on Friday and apparently someone's been eating on the eggs, so we don't have enough eggs for everyone. So here's what I realized. If I don't put my portion of my snacks in little baggies and put them in the refrigerator, it takes me longer in the morning when then I'm rushing around and then I'm cranky. So my solution for that is to portion out my snacks and have them in 5 little baggies so that all I have to do is grab it and put it in my lunchbox in the morning. So I do my 2 eggs for each day. 1, 2. And then I'm going to do my berries, which I already did my grapes. I already washed my blueberries, and I know I'm bad, but I don't wash raspberries because when you wash raspberries, they get all gross. So I do my container again. It's a purple container for my fruit because, again, I wasn't eating enough fruit. And berries are at the top of the list for fruit for our plan because they have the most highly nutrient-packed value. Yeah. All right. So I am putting in blueberries and raspberries. Can't see me. Quiet, Daddy's home. Blueberries and raspberries. Blueberries and raspberries, and I am putting it in a bag. Yeah, and that's my 1 serving of fruit. All right, so I think I'm done. I mean, yes, I'd have to do broccoli and cauliflower, but all I do is either put it in the microwave in a Corningware with water and steam it for 5 minutes, or I put it over some boiling water and steam it over the stove. So you guys can do that on your own. So I have done turkey chili. When it's done, I'm going to portion it out. My salads are done. Grilled chicken is grilling. Berry bags, salmon. I think that's it. If you have any questions, post them, and I would be glad to answer.